we're told not to talk about it. Good girls do not talk about this.
When we have painful sex and we're dry, do men know that?
They can feel your body tightening.
If you're having really extreme vaginal dryness, you're going to want to use a silicone because
it hurts.
It hurts. You know, you're seeing more and more women with breast cancer earlier and earlier.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You don't think that their world is turned upside down?
a lot of people don't realize the sexual side effects of someone who's going through radiation and chemo.
You're talking, 20, 30, 40-year-old women who are now, went through cancer treatment and now been thrown into menopause, and and they feel there's no hope, no prayer, no nothing for them to regain any type of intimacy with their significant other.
And how better to heal than to be intimate with your partner? But when it's not comfortable.
What is the biggest challenge with chemo and intimate or sex?
Your very painful sex.
So it just even it just destroys all your cells.
Destroys everything.
Yeah. Wow. I never thought about that. I mean, thank the good Lord. I haven't had to deal with that. Lots of friends who have, but never thought how that would affect you. That's the last thing you think about. So, oh my gosh, what's cancer going to do to her sex life?
Many times when they're going through treatment, they don't feel like any type of intimacy. But one of the things that's important is to be able to communicate with your significant other and say, I just need you to hold me. Can we just hold hands? Can we just cuddle? It's important to tell him that you need him. A very good friend of mine that went through cancer treatment, and she asked me to go out with her to celebrate her 5-year remission. You were toasting over a glass of champagne, and the next thing I know, tears are everywhere. And she started telling me that her husband slept in another room. And I said, did you ask him why? And she said, no, I needed him and he wasn't there, and she just, poured her heart and soul. And I said, you never had this conversation. You seem like a very happy couple. Why didn't you have this conversation with him? Because I think he should have known how. No, he doesn't know. I got a call from her about a week later, and she said, oh my God, I was so silly, Patty. And I said, why? And she said, because he told me that he slept in the other room because he was so afraid of losing me that he wanted to make sure that, I got the appropriate amount of sleep. Now, had they communicated?
Had they, how nice would that have been to hear? No, instead we make things up in our
minds.
We tend to overthink everything, and then all of a sudden we create a situation that doesn't even exist.
Exactly. And so, this is why I think it's so important for women to hear this. Communicate, communicate.